Hey team, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Listen, do you all know that most people think the biggest cost in starting a non-emergency medical transportation company is buying the vehicle? Now, that is so wrong. The real expense isn't in the van at all. It's what you don't plan for. And that's what causes most businesses to fail before they even get rolling. So, thank you all for joining me here on this live. My name is Coach Melina McGee. I help RNBSN. I help healthcare providers structure their non-emergency medical transportation business in 90 days. So today I want to talk to you about our Build It Right from the Start program. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted, y'all. I'm like, ooh, but we have worked hard to get this in production for you. And we start this evening. Our first class starts this evening at 7:30. So there's just a little bit more time to get in and one last space to get in before we got about 10, I think. So let me remind those of you all who have signed up to please go into the community and register. Right now, I've only seen 2 of you all register for it. So go in, make sure you've registered because I know y'all paid. So come on, let's go. Let's get it. So I've sent text messages and gotten in contact with mostly everyone, but some of you all I have not been able to reach. So go ahead and get started. We are going to be starting this course tonight. For those of you all who want to have just a glimpse, look, I'm proud of our stuff. I'm proud of it. I did write our book, The Build It Right from the Start, my 11-step faith-based framework. It is now on Amazon. But I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a little glimpse of what's going on. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe this. And if you're not following me on Instagram, please go over there and give me a follow. It really helps to support the channel. And those of you all who are not able quite yet to make the expense of getting into this Build It Right from the Start program, I do still offer free coaching. It's like my prerequisite course. It's held every Thursday. Sometimes we miss here or there, and that's usually because I'm having equipment problems or something like that. But for most of the time, we're meeting every week on Thursday evenings. We do an NEMT Startup Academy. So y'all come on and join it. It's free education. All right, so let's get started. Let me see what we got here. Let me share this with you. All right, I want to give a shout out to my team. They have been excellent, excellent, excellent at putting together all of my resources in such a fast turnaround. Y'all got to present my slides. There we go. Share screen. All right, there we go. I'm getting it. There we go. So just to give you guys a little glimpse of what we're doing here. So this is Build It Right from the Start, my 11-step faith-based framework. This is the student course syllabus. All of those who are attending tonight will get the full syllabus. I'm not going to go through my whole syllabus, y'all, because, this is value. I've spent over 3 years now developing my system. So I don't want to give it all out for free because it takes time, money, and energy to provide all of these resources for you. And of course, this is my business. But I do offer plenty of free resources. Come over to the NEMT Academy over in the community and come learn for free. I teach it every Thursday. I think it's 6:30 or 7:30 p.m. So go into the community and it'll tell you the times and dates. Anyway, so we see that this course overview is to welcome to the Build It Right from the Start program. This course is designed to help you structure your non-emergency medical transportation business the right way from the beginning. By the end of the course, you will understand how to structure your NEMT business legally, financially, and operationally. Learn the difference between self-pay, broker, and contract opportunities. Build a foundation to serve Self-pay clients with confidence. And I want to talk about this. I don't have a whole lot of time. Prayer starts at 6, and I still need to get a contract out, but I want to talk about that. So let me go ahead and write that down. I said self-pay clients with confidence. Sorry, team. I just got to remember to talk to you about that. All right. So create a roadmap for growth and long-term sustainability. So we have 2 programs. We have the 12-week program. That's one every week. We have the Tuesday date that is starting tonight. And then we're also going to have the Friday date. That's going to start in 2 weeks to give you guys time to come in and get registered and get your appointment scheduled with me. Now, there's also the 6-week program that I've started. I've gotten my first taker on that. I've got to send them their contract out of Mississippi. I'm so glad to have them on board. They're a non-emergency medical transportation business, and they're wanting to grow and scale using self-pay clients. So we're going to sign them up. And so now I'm officially setting up the Saturday this every other Saturday. Now, this class is 6 weeks, every other Saturday, but it's going to be a long one. It's going to be 3 hours, three to 3.5 hours for this training. We're only meeting 6 times from a group standpoint. Now, you still also get those 8 one-to-one sessions with me where we're going over your business plan, your business development, finding your client niche, and developing your marketing strategies. So you still get all that, but it's going to be a fast-paced class. That's why it's the accelerator option. So listen, we're getting the workbook activities. So there is a workbook that accompanies this. There's the reflection and journaling that's inside of the workbook. And we have like Q&A questions. I do teach in a lecture style, but at any point, if anyone has a question, comment, feel free to interrupt because I can talk forever. I'm good at it. My mother I used to get popped in the mouth all the time because I talk too much. It is what it is. So materials needed, your workbook, your journal, your calculator, because we do look at financials. I do ask deep questions, personal questions when we meet together, because if I don't know where you stand financially to a certain degree, then I don't know how to help you. So we have transparent conversations, access to internet for research and applications. So we have the course modules and lessons. This is how we're broken down. Welcome and expectations. Of course, we're going to have the overview of the 11-step framework, which is down below. Have setting and personal and business goals. And then tonight, we're going to get into lesson 1, incorporating your business the right way. That's our module 1 foundation. We're going to talk about writing a business plan that actually helps you, mastering your startup cost and financial plan, building your business credit without using your own. Module 2, we're going to go into your identity and visibility. Module 3, your compliance and operations. Module 4, your revenue and growth. So all of these are public accessible information on the 11-step framework that I have created. Offer my trials and error and my mistakes, and learning how to start this business and researching it over 3 years of in-depth research of this business and how to start it. So I am now teaching you everything that I have learned. Remember, at this time, I do not have a transportation business, so I have no reason to gatekeep from you. But I am your startup gal. I am your startup person. I am not operations and getting deep into operations. I can help you a little bit, but not that. You need to go to someone else at that point for your coaching. But I'm going to make sure that you have absolutely everything you need to get that business loan, that SBA loan, to get the financing for your van. And hey, it's going to take some work, but that's what these classes are set up for, is those of you all who are ready to do the work. So I wanted to just come on briefly to give you guys, show you all the syllabus of what we've been working on behind the scenes. We've gotten, I've got, so we've got, let me just share a little bit of the workbook with you. Hold on. So you can see some of the workbook, what I'm talking about. I'm not going to share the whole thing, and you all know who I am. Let's see, what is that? All right, there we go. We've got our objectives. Again, we go through the 11-step framework. But when we get down into the actual lessons, this is what we're going to talk about tonight. And as you can see, for those of you all who are brand new, we're going to talk about all of these areas. For those of you all who have started your business, this is going to be a refresher, but it's also going to be a refresher to the point to making sure that you have all of this information. So we're going to go through all of this. And then step 2, we're going to go through the steps to writing a business plan. Those who are in the class, you don't have to focus on that tremendously, on having to write your own business plan, because we're going to write that business plan together. So I just want to give you guys, again, a brief overview. I want to give you guys a brief overview. Tell me where you're from, or if you're here today, go ahead and give this video a like, a share, and subscribe to the channel. I don't want to stay on too long. I've got to actually, like I said, get on prayer at 6 p.m. We're going to get on prayer. I hope I didn't lose y'all. Did I lose y'all? No, I think we're good. I think we're still good. But we're going to get on prayer here at 6 p.m. And then I've got to get ready for class. We're kicking off at 7:30. And I still got to send out an invoice for our new students that are going to start in our Saturday section. So come on, let's get that class going. You get to be with your peers. You get to ask questions amongst each other. It's just a great way to network, and to learn about starting your transportation arm. All right, y'all. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Be blessed.